Hello. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good. 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. Okay, we'll talk about that in a bit. Okay, so can you start by introducing yourself?
Yeah, my name is Maryna. I'm from Ukraine, and I study in University of Tsukuba in my master program.
Okay. Where in Ukraine are you from?
I'm from Kiev, the capital.
Okay. And what are you doing here in Japan?
I study architectural design and enjoy my life here in Japan.
So is it like architecture? Architectural design, you said?
Architectural design, yeah, it's close to architecture, but a little bit different. Like we can apply for different courses, so it's not particularly architecture.
Okay, why did you choose this field?
When I was younger, I went to art school, and after that I went to university, and I thought about doing something creative. But at the same time, I thought about doing something functional, so I chose interior design as my major. And after that came to Japan as exchange, and yeah.
I see. What was your experience like in Japan so far?
It was really nice experience, and I think it changed me a lot as well as a person. And I met a lot of really nice people, and I think it also was learning experience because it's first time for me to go so far away from my family.
I see.
Yeah.
How did it change you as a person?
I think I became more confident and just more thinking about myself, I guess.
You think more about yourself?
Yeah.
In what sense?
Like more independent.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Okay. So, can you tell me about how life was in Ukraine, especially before 2021, before the start of the war? How was it like?
It was good. Like I enjoyed my life. It was safe. I thought about like going abroad as traveling, but I know people were like it was my regular life. I hang out with my friends. I went to the university. I studied new things. Like I traveled in Ukraine as well. So it was really nice time.
I see. Was it a safe country, especially for women? How did you feel there as a woman?
It was safe. Like not as safe as Japan though.
Nothing is as safe as Japan. Yeah, that's a bit of an unfair comparison. Yeah. And like, do you remember where you were when you knew that there was going to be a war, and maybe you knew that things are going to change?
Yeah, at that point, I like my friends and acquaintances and overall like news started talking that the war is going to happen, but me personally, I did not believe it. I was like, no, it's not going to happen.
Feels unreal, right?
Yeah, maybe I kind of gaslighted myself into no, it's not possible. Like in normal case, it would not have happened. But yeah. I saw one similar video of the guy, like he was a constructor worker and he was building a road, and like a reporter asked him, the war is going to happen, like what do you think about this? And he was like, no, it's not going to happen, we have to build the road tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like that, I was, damn, it's not possible.
I see.
Yeah.
So it was not something that was easy to believe.
Yeah.
But how, like, at what point you realized, okay, it is happening, turns out. How did it feel like? Where were you? What was maybe the element that made you understand and believe it was happening?
Yeah, it was a bit unlucky, but like 22nd of February, when the war has started, rockets was like Russia sent rockets to Ukraine and we would shoot them down, and while one rocket was shot down, it fell on the building near my house. So I just heard the big explosion. It was like in the night or in the like early morning. So I just heard the big explosion, and yeah, that's when I realized, okay, like the war is
This is
happening.
real. It's not just on smartphones. It's not
Yeah.
just videos. It's real. And was anybody hurt at that point?
Yeah, at that point people were hurt, but it was just start of the war, so they did not want to spread panic around the people, so they did not share how many people were hurt or anything. But yeah, like my house was not damaged, just windows, and that's it. But the house that the rocket fell on top of was damaged, and I also went to see the destruction. And I remember seeing kids just playing table tennis near the like house that was hit, and I was like,
yeah, it
Yeah.
feels a bit unreal. Yeah, and at that point, what did you do, you and your family? Did you decide to stay? Did you decide to leave?
I think it was really a time when no one knew what we should do. So we just stayed for a while. I remember standing in line for medicine for my grandma, because everywhere were lines and everyone was kind of stressed out, so buying stuff. Like I remember going to the supermarket, no products, like anywhere.
Nothing was available.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah, there were some items available, but people were panicking, so that's why they bought everything they could
I
see.
see. Yeah. And are you close to anyone whom life has changed drastically? Like maybe someone who at that point was injured, maybe they were called by to do military service. Like, did you know anyone whose life changed a lot, especially at the beginning?
I have some friends still living there, and I know one girl whose husband died during the war because he was in the army. And some of my also acquaintances, they went to war, but they're alive. So and I'm happy that like my close family relatives, they are not that affected by war. Like no one got killed or anything. So
that's good. Are they still living in the same place?
Yes, I live in. A lot of my friends, they left Ukraine, but like my relatives, they still live in. My sister, she lives in Ukraine.
The same house?
Yeah, it's the same house.
Okay. Do they feel safe?
I don't think they feel safe, but people just adapted to the situation, to the war, Russian war, and they just live their normal life somehow. Like when there's siren, most people maybe stay at their house, but some people go to the subway to stay there, go to the parking lot or to the basement.
I see.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate a little bit more on how people adapted?
I guess like normal life still goes on. Like restaurants are open, people are working, but at the same time when there is a siren that rockets are coming, you need to just hide. So even schools are working. So kids are studying, but when the siren is happening, like there is an attack, they have to go, like just hold their hands and just go to the basement together.
So they know what they have to do when they hear the sirens.
Yeah.
I see. So I noticed you share a lot of things regarding what's happening in Ukraine on social media. And what is your goal?
I think it's just to spread awareness around people, because most of the time people ask me, "Oh, the war is still going on," and I don't think. Maybe because it's happening in my country, I feel more strongly attached to this. So I just want people to know what's happening.
Okay, and are you having any negative or positive comments about the things that you share?
Mostly I think positive. Did not have negative comments, but I had some people like when I was younger, I had some friends that are now living in Russia, so they unfollowed me after like watching this type of stories.
Do you think that's unfortunate? That on a personal level, things are this way.
I think that's unfortunate, but at the same time, I feel like when it comes to Russian people, there's so much information by TV or like
that is maybe false.
Yeah.
I see. So the media dictates a little bit their opinion.
Yeah.
I see. So from your point of view, do you feel like in this particular conflict there is a clear good and a clear bad?
Yeah, for me, definitely there is a clear good and bad.
Okay, can you elaborate? Can you explain why do you think that is? And also, maybe because like usually even when there is a clear good and a clear bad, usually it's not all good and it usually is not all bad. So could you like shed some light on your point of view on this matter?
Yeah, so that's in a way a good point. And for me personally, just in this case, like Russia is a really huge country, and like Ukraine just wants to live their life. I think it's for me just confusing why such a big country would attack Ukraine, and we have so the premise of Russia is they're saving people there, or like I don't know, there are some people that need to be saved, like from them.
Ukrainians?
Yeah, I don't know.
From
like,
the Russians?
No idea, but or is it like in Ukraine there are Nazis? That's why they send rockets or something like this. But for me, I don't really understand this argument. So it just also I feel sad because in Ukraine there are so many like great men that now like helping and like in the army they protect our country. But when it comes to Russia, usually this type of men who attack Ukraine, they don't come from like good motives. They're usually men who just want to get some money or like so I feel like we are losing such honorable people. At the same time they're attacking like with no actual reasoning behind.
So what you mean is like on the Russian front there are people who are interested more in money, in gaining maybe power, etc. from the war.
Yeah.
But on the Ukrainian side, they're just defending their country. They're trying to exist.
Yes.
And it's not fair because I see what you mean. Yeah, that's very interesting. So since you are in this position, because you said something that's very compelling. You said that Ukraine is just trying to exist.
Yeah.
And Russia is like a really, really big country. It's effectively an empire.
Yeah.
Because when you go to Russia is not just Russians. It's, well, maybe they call themselves Russians, but like, for example, if you go to Dagestan, ethnically it's not the same.
Yeah.
Even linguistically it's not the same. It could be a country on its own. Right. Religiously it's not the same. So Russia includes in its territory many peoples and many cultures and many ethnicities, etc. When Ukraine is just trying to be independent.
Yes.
Yes, and for some reason you are not being allowed to have that. So something I keep wondering about, because the war has been going on for it feels like forever. Like we've been almost young compared to now when the war started. How far do you think the Ukrainian people are willing to go in order to defend their independence?
I think while we still have strength, we will fight. It's not like, I feel like we don't want to give up at all. And like sometimes there is this argument, like before you asked me if anyone saying anything negative about like Ukraine and war, there was some people that told me like, oh, why don't you give up these territories? Like, why don't you just like give these territories to Russia and the war will stop? But it's like, someone comes to your house, he destroys everything, and then some people say, oh, just like give it away and without a fight.
Yes.
So I don't really understand. And it goes on for a long time, 3 years, and it even started in 2014 when I was still in school. It was occupied territories Lugansk, Donetsk, and Crimea. And from that point on, in 2022 it's full scale. So I feel like Russia has a really imperialistic ideology. So they also attacked before Georgia. They occupied territories in Georgia. They occupied territories in Moldova. So it's like maybe they have some ideas what they want to do, but
do you feel like there's anything that could have been done from the side of Ukraine to avoid this, or was it inevitable?
Yeah, before maybe you know about this, but there was kind of law between USA, England, Ukraine, and Russia that if we give away our atomic weapons, like they will have to protect us. USA, Russia, and
also
England, I think.
Yes.
But we did give away our atomic weapons, but at the same time Russia attacked us later on. So
yes, and maybe the US, Britain are not. Do you feel like they're doing what they said they would do, which is to defend you?
No, I mean, but in the law there was some, like in English written text, there was some sentences like about protection, and in Ukrainian text, so it was a bit of confusion, I think. So it was kind of.
So this is in the contract in the 90s?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember what the confusion was about?
So in Ukrainian text it was like giving, definitely they're gonna like protect us. But in Russia, or in like not Russian, but in English text it was just not so clear about protection.
Do you think that was done in purpose, or was there a mistake by translator?
I'm not sure, but I think in this case, like when you asked me about, could have we prevented it somehow, like the war happening? But I think like it's hard to say, because we had a lot of different like laws signed with Russia about like ceasefire, peacefire, and it's still like doesn't mean anything to them. They always don't follow the rules, and they still attack. So they don't really care about like their word.
I see. So maybe the way you see it is the only way this war could have been prevented would have been by keeping the nuclear weapons.
Maybe not, but I think like how it would be prevented if we had enough weapons in Ukraine to like fight back, and also now there are still sanctions on Russia, and they like spend huge amounts of money every day, like to send these rockets, to have like drones from Iran.
Yes.
And but at the same time, maybe I feel like if they will not have the money to attack, that's how the war will stop. But at the same time, I think like Russia is too weak to stop this. They already started it, and Putin maybe his ambitions, and they're just too weak to acknowledge that we are not like we cannot like gain these territories, so they're just scared to stop.
So his popularity would go down because of if he decides to stop the war.
I don't think his popularity will go down, but just I I think he's still quite popular because of propaganda and media. Most of the people, I think, they support Putin. And even young people, when they go and ask around, like, what do you think about war? And they ask, oh yeah, we need to go even like to Europe, like not only Ukraine, we should gain even more territories. Like, this is their main ideas, I feel like. Even though maybe there are people that think differently, but majority are having these imperialistic ideologies, I think.
I see. That's interesting. So since you on a personal and on the level of your country, you have been confronted to this imperialistic and also colonial mindset, and you kind of see how bad this could turn out to be. Have you, since the beginning of this conflict, have you stumbled upon other conflicts around the world where you thought, oh, this is very similar to what's happening to me?
Maybe in some ways, but I think Ukraine, Russia, has a particular case. But yeah, now there is a big conflict between Palestine and Israel, and but to be honest, I'm not that knowledgeable about this conflict, so I cannot really say.
For me, when I saw what was happening in Ukraine, because I come from Algeria, I think you know where Algeria is, and you know a little bit about it. We were colonized by the French for 132 years, and for 132 years we had been trying to repel the invasion, but we couldn't because France was at the time a huge empire, and they were very, very strong. And it was not possible until at some point everyone decided it's either we're going to have our independence, our identity, etc., or everybody's gonna die. Like that's what everybody understood, because right now I'm here in Japan as an international student. I have a passport, I have an identity, etc., language, culture, and this wouldn't have been possible. Maybe I would have been a second-grade French citizen if it wasn't for that, which is the case for many people around the world. Like if you go to Haiti, etc., they're like French, but are they really French? Because they're not really French. Do you see what I mean? And I empathize about what's happening because I read about my country's history, and I feel like this is very similar. It's just about a small nation trying to exist.
True.
Under the threat of a really big empire. So I think this is a pattern that is still exists in many places around the world, and I feel like today when you talk to people, like when you mention, for example, the Nazi party of World War II, they say, yeah, everybody agrees that this was an evil entity. But when you talk about Britain being an empire, whether it's now or before, not many people seem to see it as necessarily a bad thing. I've had a friend recently who told me, oh, colonialism sometimes brings good things. Do you see what I mean? Like, and meaning in the context of Russia and Ukraine, he meant if Russia successfully invades Ukraine is going to be stronger because it's going to be part of Russia. So this is his idea of, but I completely disagree with him. And I think as humanity needs to learn from this. And we need to understand that this is not okay, and this is like something that cannot, because I've seen pro-Palestinian people who defend Russia, and I don't understand it. Like if you're against what Israel is doing, then surely you should be against what Russia is doing as well, because these are two entities that are trying to invade a smaller country. So, and I've seen also Ukrainians who defend Israel. Like, it confuses me a lot. I don't know if maybe somebody would shed some lights on why they think things are so different. And it's not just that. There are many conflicts around the world where I feel like people nitpick where some things are okay and some things are not okay. But yeah, it's I think we are confused as a species right now.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, something else I wanted to ask you, because believe it or not, this is the first time I'm having a conversation with a Ukrainian. Like, I've talked about Russia and Ukraine a lot. I've talked about Russia and Ukraine with some Russians. I've never talked about this conflict to a Ukrainian person. And yeah, this is the first time I have the chance to ask, like, what do you think about Zelenskyy?
I think Zelenskyy, when I was younger, when he was elected, so I could not vote at the time. And at first I was a bit cautious, like, oh, he's a comedian, like, what does he know about government?
Were you aware of his comedic career beforehand? So he was very famous.
He was very famous.
I see.
So at that point I was a bit like, oh, should we do it because he's a comedian? He doesn't really know, maybe have that much knowledge about like being a president. But yeah. So, and also at first I remember he was saying that, oh, we're gonna make peace with Russia. We're gonna like talk it all out. Like, I think he comes like from the perspective of a person. Like, oh, we can just make peace somehow just talking. But now I think he understands that it's not possible at all. So I can see, I think people just can see the change of his face, like from that he started, like being a president, and from now you can see in his eyes how changed he is. And yeah, I think it's also showed the world that you cannot really talk it out with Russia or anything. So, but now I support him even, yeah.
Even how?
Like, now we had some riots in Ukraine because Against him, yeah, because he signed some papers involving like corruption, and but now he's considering he's gonna write some more papers, so maybe it's going. Like, he heard the people. Yeah, but I think what makes us different from Russia, like, we can go riot. We have freedom to go outside and speak up. And in Russia, it's not possible at all. So, yeah. And some people, like, for example, like Trump said that he's a tyrant, or I don't remember what he said.
How did you feel when there was that interview where J.D. Vance said, "Why aren't you wearing a suit?"
Yeah, I felt angry because, yeah, I just think it's unfair, and they just attacked him, and yeah, felt angry about
it. It is unfair because Zelenskyy was there because he did his part of the deal. Not as himself, but like his country did its part of the deal, which is they got rid of nuclear bombs, which is a good thing in itself. So he was there to ask for the other party to do their part of the deal, and suddenly he was treated like he's unwanted, and he was treated like a parasite. So that's a little bit weird. I don't know much about Zelenskyy, but I think a few months after the beginning of the war, there was something about him and about his wife that made me think, oh, this is not good. And it was, I think, at some point, I saw it on Twitter, he did a photo shoot, himself and his wife, where they would wear, I think, military clothes. And it was like a really well done photo shoot. And in the background there were planes that crashed that looked like they were hit by missiles. And it looked like on the background was like a studio that was made to look like a war zone. And I felt that is incredibly insensitive and even disrespectful to people who are actually in the war zone, who are about to die there.
Yeah.
Like, people are dying there and you're doing a photo shoot. Like, even if it comes to propaganda, this is not how you do it. Are you aware of this, or?
I did not know about this, but it does sound a bit insensitive.
Yeah, and do you feel like, because at first I think in times of crisis, and I think I would agree with you on this, it's very important to keep the sense of unity. Because like, this is, even if you're having a bad leader, maybe this is not the time to think about changing the leader, or like doing toppling him down or something like that, because your very existence is at threat. However, do you feel like nobody else could have done a better job? No other Ukrainian could have done a better job, or do you still think that there are many things that he could have done better? Or maybe there's nothing to do at this point. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's a good question, but at the same time, I think he done everything he could, and I cannot really see any other person like on top of my mind that can become like a president and could have done better.
Yeah.
And I feel like he also does a good. He has a good communication with other like world leaders, like talking. I think.
Yeah.
It's one of the good points.
That's true. Now, on a personal level, like, at some point in this very building, there's a foreign student who lives here who's from Iran. And when, I think a few weeks ago, Iran was being bombed by Israel, and there was a war between Iran and Israel, and I came across him and I said, "Hey, is everything okay? Like, is your family okay?" And he said, "Thank you for asking, but I am not okay, and I don't want to talk about this." And he seemed like psychologically he didn't seem very well. And I wonder, how do you cope with things? Are there moments where you feel anxiety, maybe fear, and even maybe you feel, what's the word? Guilt.
Yeah.
There you go. Do you ever feel guilt because you're not there? So, and if so, how do you cope with it?
Yeah, I do feel guilt, and like, even just every time I see the news of all the damages and all the people that died, how many people are under the rubble, and every time I see the like videos of buildings, I think, oh, maybe it's my building, maybe it's my sister, maybe it's near your house, because you don't really know, and it just depends on luck. Well, where the missile will hit, and yeah, so you never know who can be under the rubble. So that does make me feel guilty, and I feel like I also should make some kind of part in this conflict. So I do send money to Ukrainian army, but that's it, kind of.
Are there any other ways that help you cope on a personal level? Maybe talking to friends, maybe
maybe talking to friends, and also I try to distance myself like really much from Russia at all. Like, I do know Russian language, but I personally don't speak it anymore, and like Russian culture and overall like Russian identity, I'm protecting like Ukrainian identity, Ukrainian culture, Ukrainian language. So yeah, there was one video of a woman and her husband died in war, and kind of inspired me because she said you should kill everything Russian in you, like after this. So I also think like that I should protect my nationality and protect Ukraine.
So what you are saying is while Putin is trying to integrate Ukraine into Russia, the real effect of this war is that Russia is being completely detached from, Ukraine is being completely detached from Russia.
Yeah, but it also depends on people. But this is their main mission, because in all the occupied territories, first thing they do, you should not speak Ukrainian. Like in schools, they say you should not speak Ukrainian, there's only Russian. Like you should sing Russian anthem. And they also steal kids from Ukraine and send them to Russia. And
how so? And since when does this happen?
This is, I think this happens from the full-scale war. And there was even, America was investigating this, like these kids that are getting kidnapped, but now they stopped the investigation. So they just steal kids from their families that send them to Russia. Some of the kids were sent back, but this is what they do. Like.
So their aim is to delete the Ukrainian culture.
Yeah.
I see. And you felt a sense of nationalism and patriotism that like. Did it exist before the war, or it just?
I don't think it existed before the war. Yeah.
I see. That's very, very interesting. I think something like that happened in Canada recently when Trump said we're going to make Canada the 51st state. Suddenly, Canadians started feeling a sense of patriotism and a sense of So, in the shadow of all of this, I guess, tell me about you. Tell me a little bit more about your studies. Tell me a little bit more about what you like to do. How do you experience Japan? You've been here for 2 years, right?
2.5 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so quite long time.
How was it when you first came here? How did you feel? Was it? Did you always dream of coming to Japan?
Yeah, I thought about coming to Japan, that it would be a cool opportunity, and I saw there was a special program for Ukrainians to come to Japan. So I tried myself, and I spoke to other people with the same program, and I think I did not take it as seriously as I would, but then I got accepted, so I thought, wow, it's such a cool opportunity to go so far, to live by myself, to study, because I was studying online in my Ukrainian university, and I don't know how other people feel, but for me online education was not enough. Yeah, so I was curious about how people are studying in Japan. And
so you were studying online because of COVID, or?
Because of war.
Because of war. Yeah. I see. I see. That's not something. So is it the case with every university right now in Ukraine?
I think now you can. People are studying inside the universities, not online. So schools are also not online, but every time there is a siren, people just go and hide in the basement, or like you always should be prepared.
I see. And how was it? How did you feel when you first came to Japan?
It was during also COVID time. I felt nice. I felt there was a lot of kind people. Like we had our Ukrainian community, so I felt safe.
I see. Were there some aspects about Japanese culture or Japanese life that were different from Ukrainian life?
I think like Japanese life can be quite different.
How so?
Maybe just culture is different. I feel like people are more introverted or like on a quiet side than in Ukraine. And also like what was maybe I did have some culture shocks, like train is really quiet, and and like there's no garbage cans.
Yes. Well, there are garbage cans in convenience, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but just a bit.
I see. Yeah, yeah. What I was really surprised by was how much people here don't speak English. Like a lot of people told me before coming, they told me like, hey, you gotta be ready because nobody speaks English here. And I thought, okay, maybe older people don't speak English. And maybe people don't speak English very well. I could not imagine like a place where literally nobody speaks English. So I'm at that point right now when I go to a cashier and they speak to me in English, I'm like, whoa, that's very good. I'm very surprised. So was this something that you struggled with?
Yeah, I think at first my Japanese wasn't that good, and even now I still study. It's not perfect, I'm still in the process, but yeah,
I see.
Japanese is a good. I think you have to have a good level of Japanese to feel comfortable in Japan.
Yeah, I've seen some people actually who have been here for 15 years and they still don't speak Japanese. And I don't know how they do, to be honest. Yeah. How did you learn Japanese? How was your experience learning Japanese?
I'm still learning, but I had a really cool opportunity to study online. So my first year of master's degree, I also did online like classes from RHQ program, and there I studied Japanese from 6:30 until 8:50. So that's how my Japanese.
So wait, you mean 6:30 in the evening?
Yes, in the evening.
So that's how many times a week?
It was from Tuesday until Friday.
Tuesday to Friday, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 days a week. That's nice.
Yeah, that's really good because it's like every day, and I think that's how your language can improve faster.
I see. And did you only rely on this, or did you try to talk to people?
I also like now there is also maybe a recommendation for you, but there is a Japanese chat in university. So there are multilingual chat and English chat. I work there part-time as English chat. So people just come and you have a conversation in language you want to learn. So there's Japanese, there's French, Spanish, Chinese, Korean. So people just can come and practice.
That's interesting. Yeah, I may actually join. Yeah, and what about kanji? Can you like now? Are you able to read a book?
No,
not yet.
I think maybe when it comes to conversation, I can keep a simple conversation, but kanji is my weak point. So I do study, but still in a process.
I see. And do you see yourself as someone who would be proficient in Japanese in the future?
I hope so.
You want that to happen?
I would like that to happen. I think, especially, I would be proud since I spent like 3 years in Japan, and if you have a good proficiency, that would be nice. But I think Japanese language is so different from English or like European languages, so it can be challenging. But
especially for us, yeah. And do you think about staying here?
Yeah, that's a good question. So now I'm considering, should I stay in Japan or should I go back to Europe? And I still haven't decided yet.
What are things that make you want to stay?
I do like Japan. I also like the nature in Japan, the food. So, but I think if I'll find a job and I can support myself, then I would like to stay in Japan. But at the same time, my family now lives in Germany, So I'm also thinking, maybe I can come back and try myself there, find a job there. So
Are you going? If you do that, will you have to learn German again?
I do speak some German,
Okay.
but it's not fluent.
Yes. But maybe it's gonna be easier than learning Japanese.
Yeah.
I see. And you mentioned that the food is good here. What do you like to have?
I like a lot of food. So I like ramen. I like oyakodon. I like sushi. So
Yeah.
I just love Japanese food.
And is there other things that you used to eat in Ukraine that you crave?
Yes.
Like what?
I do crave Ukrainian food, like borscht. I don't know if
What
you
is
know
it?
this. It's red soup,
Okay.
and we have a lot of vegetables, meat, and we eat it like. I think you can eat it in spring, winter, like autumn, but it's like good dish.
So it's a hot dish.
How about you? Do you miss?
Yeah, as soon as I came here, I realized that I wasn't going to eat as much bread as before, because back in Algeria, I used to eat a lot of bread. I think everybody in Algeria does. And so I was really shocked by the price of bread here, and also bread that is not even fresh.
Yes.
That's so weird. Yeah, so I called my mom and I said, hey, could you like show me how to make bread on a pan? Because also they don't have ovens here.
Yes.
That's so weird. Yeah, when I talk to Japanese people, I say, why don't you guys have ovens? They're like, why would we have? That's so weird. And yeah, now I make my own bread.
Wow.
But it's not much. Like, it's just flour with. But the most difficult thing was to. So there's flour and there's the other ingredient that makes the bread grow. I forgot what the name of the ingredient is. But anyway, so I went to the supermarket here in Tsukuba and I was looking for it, and everything is written in Japanese. And like at some point I remember I took a picture of the shelf and I showed it to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was like, on the top left, you go to this side, it's over there. And then I would pick something and I would take a photo again and I would be like, no, not this, the other thing. So it was really awkward. And then a nice Japanese lady came to my rescue and she gave me the brand, and now I know what it looks like. So I make very, very basic bread. But I guess when I crave bread, I can eat it. But sometimes it happens when I go on Instagram and I see some Algerian food pages. I'm like, what am I doing here? Yes. Yeah. I think a lot of people lose a lot of weight when they come here. But I don't know if I am, because I'm trying as much as possible to keep my diet as full as it was.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I thought I would be eating a lot of rice, but surprisingly, rice here is quite expensive. Turns out, some people say that it became expensive this year.
Yeah, it did become expensive.
Yeah, but I ate more fried rice in Algeria than I do here, which is a bit weird. But yeah, I do miss quite a few things. Like if I do go visit, I would go on a frenzy. I would go to a lot of restaurants. Also, I'm having trouble with pizza here. Do you ever have good pizza in Japan?
I did went to like Caesarea, or how it's called, but I think it's more Japanized version of Italian food.
That's
It's
very
not really-
upsetting. Yeah. Recently I went with friends. It was supposed to be like a fun night, and I ended up being upset because the pizza was so small, and also so the pizza was very small, and I thought it was okay, so I ordered two. And the thing is, one of them had crust that was this thick, and the other felt like chips. So even the quality between the two pizzas, this was in Olive Hill, it was very, very not what I expected.
Yeah.
I also ordered paella, which is something that I ate a lot back home, And paella is basically rice with a lot of seafood.
Oh, sounds really good.
Yeah, and it is good because the taste of seafood covers the rice, so it's very easy to have good paella. And the only seafood that was on it was I keep forgetting words. But anyway, it was only one type, and even the rice wasn't good, and I was so disappointed.
Oh no!
Yeah, and it wasn't. I mean, it was cheap, but not that cheap. So I was like. Also, recently I was at a combini with friends, and one of them was eating ice cream, and he said, "This is the best ice cream I've had in Japan," and he's been here for 3 years. I said, "Are you sure this is the best ice cream?" Because this is not like very, very good ice cream. So ramen is fantastic, and sushi sushi here is crazy. Like I love both things, but at some point, I feel like ramen is the only like hearty meal that I've had here. I don't know if I haven't experienced everything yet, but sometimes even when I'm eating sushi, which is very good, I kind of crave something hot.
I see.
Yeah. So, what about you? You're satisfied?
I think I am satisfied, but I do crave some Ukrainian food sometimes.
Are there ways for you to make them here?
Yeah, you could make them here. Maybe it will take some effort. Also, you would need to find some ingredients, but I think some ingredients are also expensive. But
I see. What about Ukrainian restaurants?
I've never been to one before, so I can't really tell.
Do they even exist?
There was one, my friends told me that they went to one in Tokyo, but it was overpriced and really small amount.
I see. Yeah, that's weird. What about in terms of shumi hobbies?
Shumi.
Do you have any hobbies now?
Especially
ones that you didn't have before coming.
What
were you gonna say?
I was going to say I play chess. But I did play chess when I was in Ukraine.
Okay, so how good are you at chess?
Somewhat good, yeah.
Do you have an elo? What is it? Tell us.
400, 150.
So 400, 150. Okay. Wait, 4,000? No, it's
wait. 1,400.
1,400. That's amazing. That's very, very advanced. My elo is 1,200. So maybe we could play, but you probably...
Yeah, we should play.
I don't know. Is there anywhere we could play chess here in
there was a chess circle. I went sometimes, but now they don't have it anymore.
Okay. I was thinking about, because my lab is full of a lot of toys.
Oh, really?
Yes, we have Beyblade. Do you know what Beyblade is?
Yes.
Yeah, and but we don't have chess. And I thought that was weird because in Algeria, everywhere you go, you find chess tables.
Really?
Yeah. So I'll have to get one, and maybe you can come and.
Yeah, I have my chessboard.
So. Oh, let's play then.
Yeah.
Let's play. I look forward to that. Yeah. Well, what about things that are new?
Recently, I started doing dancing here in a circle.
Is it salsa?
Hip hop.
Hip hop. Huh. Okay. What is it like? Why hip hop though?
So there was one French exchange boy, and we talked about.
What's his name?
Hugo.
Yes. So okay. Yeah. I know him. Yes. So
we talked about during the chat, like English chat that I mentioned, I talked about, I like dancing, it's just my shumi, but I would like to go maybe do a dance circle. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm also into dancing. And so after that, he started sending me, there's practice this day, you should come. And I felt like, oh man, I do need to come. So that's how it started. But now he came back and I am doing the dancing circle.
I see. And do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's fun, but also like we will have a performance, so we have a lot of practice. And for me, it's a bit too much because I also need to work on my research, and I'm like dancing and
Yeah, recently I was invited to this Latino party, and I was the worst dancer there. I didn't stop dancing. I danced all night, but I was really, really bad at dancing. And at some point, I would have dancing partners, and they would realize that I had no rhythm, so they would give up on me. So yeah, I went to a friend and I was like, "Hey, where can I have some dancing lessons?" Yeah. That's it. Also, I saw on your Instagram that you do a lot of photo shoots. Those are great as well. Yeah. Tell me about you've explored Tokyo. So tell me about your favorite places.
My favorite places.
I think I was following you before I came to Japan, and I think you've been to the coffee shop that was in the movie Your Name.
Oh yeah. There's like I think it's an art museum.
Yes.
And it's a really nice place, one of the good places in Tokyo. There was also one shitamachi that my friend found, and we went together. It was really nice, but I forgot the name of the area.
Oh, okay. Maybe later we're gonna.
Yeah. I can let you know. Also, like recommendation, definitely, because it's really beautiful.
Yeah. Are there parks or restaurants that you enjoy there?
Like, I think most of the time I've been to Ueno Park, but there's also in like Shinjuku Koen, and I think there's a lot of beautiful parks in Tokyo.
Yeah, so you enjoy the park. Do you go in the summer?
Recently I haven't been that many times.
Yeah. How do you find the heat here?
It's way hotter than in my country. Like, I had to get used to it. How about you?
It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yes, except I think it's Algiers, the city where I'm from, is exactly on the same horizontal line as Tsukuba.
Wow.
So like I didn't go up or down at all. So like it's the same temperature. Like even now when you check. If it's 36 degrees, it's 36 degrees over there. Except here they have typhoons.
Oh yeah.
And we don't have typhoons there. And also here they have earthquakes. Yes. Did you get used to them now?
I did get used to them now. But how about you? How was your first experience?
Well, it wasn't my first earthquake experience because we have earthquake like once every 2 years, something like that. It's not as frequent. But it was funny that nobody talks about it because in Algeria when there's an earthquake it's all over social media. Like people call each other and they start talking, oh there was an earthquake, and here like it was an event just for me. Nobody cared. So that was weird. Anyway, thank you for coming. It was a pleasure. Is there anything else you want to add?
I think it also was a really cool experience. Never done something like this before.
Yeah.
Hope it was entertaining for people.
Yes. It was very fun doing this. Thank you so much. By the way, did you say your name at the start?
Maybe I did. Maryna.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So thank you very much for following and thank you for coming and see you next time. Maybe you come back actually.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.